Martin, do you consent to being in Canadian Love?
Yeah. Oh, that's a funny name. Yeah.
Yeah, that's our show's name. You can take your shades off now. I just wanted the camera to see them because they're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so Martin, here we are at 420, and you wanted to tell us about your political views.
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
Yo, okay. Free Palestine. Universities should definitely approach at least kind of dealing with BDS on fair terms.
What is BDS?
Boycott, divest, and sanction. Yo, I'm fried right now, but I'm trying to get this right. Okay.
I appreciate your effort.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, brief aside, see behind us? And Martin was like, yo, you should get that in the background because it's like a metaphor for a giant blunt. I mean, kind of is, you know, it's a smokestack. I guess we're getting nature high with our pollution. I don't know.
Yeah, no. What are drugs?
What are drugs? Mild toxins that give us psychological effects.
Yeah, precisely. But other things as well, right?
That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, Free Palestine.
Yeah. Okay. So let's dive into that one a bit. Free Palestine. Why?
Yo, okay, like, what's an occupation? Like, what kind of human existence is it that you have to consider when you're considering, like, okay, we're the most oppressed people in the world.
Yeah.
Whose situation is the most fucked up?
Yeah.
Like, and when you think about it, we're kind of like a ironic, paradoxical relationship with violence. It happens. Hurt people, you know?
Yes.
On all levels. So some fuck shit. Like individually, within groups, between groups.
I so agree with you right now.
Yeah. So, but the issue is that you draw boundaries of groups in like really kind of concrete ways. So there's always an otherness, and when you treat that boundary as kind of like when you treat it lightly, morally, you get into some fucked up shit, you know. But anyways, that's pretty abstract. Let's do a more concrete example. Like, oh yeah,
it is 420.
Yo, so, yeah. But fucking American borders.
Yeah.
All right, yo, taking how fucked it is that north side, longest unprotected border. South side, some fuck shit, you know, like, and it's all being kind of masqueraded by this manufactured crises. Yeah. Crisis plural. And
Want to be on the show?
Yeah, man, sure, bro.
All right, don't leave. Sorry, keep going, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel you. Definitely, like, that the way that human history happens to have divided up the lines of boundaries, suddenly people are dying because of this. I mean, I watched a bit of The Crown recently, and that guy's just handing out buds. Wow, to his buds. And in The Crown, they talked about how, you know, one Egyptian leader wanted to sort of free themselves from the British Empire. The British colluded with the French to set Israel up to fight back. Russia decided to help out Egypt for its own political motivations. And now we have, you know, Palestine and Israel caught in this bloody warfare because a bunch of other countries were using them as a political tool years ago. But it's the Israelites and Israelis, that's like 5,000 years ago. It's the Israelis and the Palestinians who are bleeding and who are still hating each other when really they just got British Empired really hard. I don't know, that's...
Yo, but there's like,
This is me.
Absolutely. That's a true story. But it's more enabling them, right? And there's a localized violence that happens that has to be considered. It's an embodied fuckery, you know? Like, abstractly, these empires are trying to manage their power through these proxies. But within these proxies, people are getting fucked, right? Like, and this fuckery is sustained. It's sustained through media. It's sustained through the manufactured kind of everyday fuckery. Oh, but shit like this actually helps because, like, if you kind of engage in the nihilism, maybe there's some redemption, but likely not, so I don't know.
Martin, I feel like you're very intellectual.
Nah, I'm just like...
You're using a lot of big words that I'm barely keeping up. No, I feel you. You know, events like this bring people together. I'm seeing, you know, people from all kinds of different demographics are here at 420 talking, communicating, and seeing each other as humans and not, stereotypes.
Or they're seeing themselves as like kind of everything. Weed is a commodity, or rather, the culture is commodified. So maybe we're seeing each other through like this really kind of shallow lens of consumption, or we're connecting. Who knows? Through the meta-ness of fucking producing material.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we are also connecting. Although it's a good point about just, we are all here as consumers to consume a product together.
Yeah. That's the mode of transmission for communicating, I guess, or for making interactions fluid. That lube,
Martin, I'm gonna ask you for a bit more on one more thing. BDS, tell me more about this.
Yeah, okay. Universities?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's a production of knowledge, especially in technology, maybe in warfare in particular, that universities are responsible for. And if this shit's being used to actually fuck some people, say Palestinians, then there has to be some kind of like responsibility to be held, or to be had even by the universities. But every time that shit comes up, that shit gets swatted down. So it's really kind of fucking pathetic. I don't know.
So what does BDS do, or what should it be doing?
That specific example I just gave you of warfare
Sure.
is the one that I hold in BDS.
Yeah.
But other things like, okay, are we gonna buy SodaStream? Like, I'm trying to build my own carbonator,
Okay.
so I don't know. I'm trying to find alternatives,
I feel that. I think finding alternatives is a great way for society to move forward. So last question. So BDS specifically to the situation in Palestine. What's the way forward there? Or how do you feel the two are connected?
Or how do I feel that I'm connected?
The two. Or how do you feel you're connected? Sure.
Well, like, why do I care?
Yeah, why do you care?
Yeah, because we gotta be empathetic, Like,
You gotta be empathetic.
yeah, it's a moral imperative if we want to, like, not just kill each other all the time.
I feel that. Yeah, humans should have progressed beyond just killing each other, right? Like, it's 2019. We can talk into our phones and then they send texts to people. That's pretty amazing. We have Google Maps that just tells us where to drive. We can probably stop killing each other, right?
Yeah. War is a force that gives us meaning. Chris Hedges.
Ooh. So we have to find meaning without war.
Yes.
All right, Martin, thank you very much for being on Canadian Love.
Yeah, man. Good luck, eh?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks
Yeah.
for joining us.
Absolutely,
And, happy 420.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.